President Biden is hoping to roll back the Trump administration's policies as quickly as possible. Walk us through what he can and can't implement right away without congressional approval.
President Biden is hoping to roll back the Trump administration's policies as quickly as possible. Walk us through what he can and can't implement right away without congressional approval. All right, so yeah, there's some tricky stuff here. This was fast. This is a great expression, but it caused problems for many of you. That's not too bad. Roll back. Great job. Administration's policies, congressional approval. This is not easy. Many of you did make mistakes, but basically, you guys did a very nice job. This is vocabulary, so don't worry. I mean, implement, are you kidding? Very tough. So if you missed the yellow words, don't worry. Don't worry. Actually, I'm going to give you roll back, too. Roll back is a phrasal verb. This is the yellow words here are tough, okay? So we'll talk about those tomorrow. President Biden. But she doesn't say Biden. She says Biden. 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 Yeah, just like mountain. Yeah, it's a stop D right with the N. Biden. 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 That's what she said. President Biden is hoping to roll back. To roll back. Keep the L's. To roll back the Trump administration. It's really fast. The Trump administration's policies. So policies is the subject. All of this is describing. So it's fast. President Biden is hoping to roll back the Trump administration's policies as quickly as possible. Walk us through. And you know what? Actually, this is also a little bit difficult. This is a phrasal verb. Roll back. And to walk someone through, those are phrasal verbs. Oh, I don't want that. What can I do? I'll make a square. There we go. So great stuff there. Walk us through what he can and can't implement, through what he can and can't implement, through what he can, emphasizing can and can't, stop T, implement. Walk us through what he can and can't implement, what he can and can't implement, what he can and can't implement, what he can and can't implement right away without congressional approval. Congressional approval. Not easy. 2 times. President Biden is hoping to roll back the Trump administration's policies as quickly as possible, as fast as possible. So in this case, policies means laws. Now, we have to understand what we mean by laws. So just a second. I'll explain in a second. Hoping to roll back, hoping to reverse, hoping to cancel. So there was a law. Trump changed it. Biden wants to bring it back. So there was a law. There was a rule. There was a policy when Trump, the Obama policy, when Trump became president, he changed it. Now Obama is president, and he wants to roll back. He wants to go back to the Obama policy. That's the idea of roll back, okay? Walk us through what he can and can't implement, start, or do right away, immediately, without congressional approval. Now, in America, we have what we call executive actions, and we have laws. Okay, there are actually more things to consider, but basically executive actions and laws. Executive actions are laws that the president makes. But the problem is, Donald Trump was president. He made lots of executive actions, lots of laws. As soon as the next president comes, they can cancel all those laws immediately. So when Obama made lots of laws, when Trump became president, he canceled all those laws and he made his own laws. And now Biden has become president, so he canceled all of Trump's laws, and we basically go back to Obama's laws. Those are executive actions. They are laws, but they're weak. They're not that strong. Actual laws are approved by Congress. Now, in America, when we say Congress, there's actually two parts. We have the Senate and the House of Representatives. In the Senate, there are 100 members, 2 senators from each state. America has 50 states, so every state has 2 senators, so that means 100. We also have 435 representatives. So the bigger the population of the state, the more people in the state, the more representatives. So each state can have a different number of representatives. If you have a lot of people in your state, you have many representatives. If you don't have many people in your state, you have just a few representatives. Senators are equal. 2 senators in every state. Representatives represent the local population. So altogether, in Congress, there are 535 members. In the United States, to make a law, you need Congress to approve. And that's not easy. That's not easy. Okay? Because first of all, the House of Representatives needs to say, yes, this should be a law. Then it goes to the Senate, and they also have to say, yes, it should be a law. Okay? So both of these guys have to agree that something should be a law. And then the president, the executive, must also agree. The president doesn't have to agree. So to make a law in America, there are actually 3 steps. Number 1, I want this law. Then the House of Representatives has to approve it. If they approve it, then it goes to the Senate. If the Senate approves it, then it goes to the president. If the president approves it, it becomes a law. And to change a law is really difficult, because to make a law is really difficult. To make an executive action is easy. All the president has to do is sign something and boom, it's a law. Okay? Not everything can be an executive action, but many things can be executive actions. And again, if a president makes an executive action, it is law. However, when the next president comes, he or she can cancel that with a sign, with the signature. Boom, it's done. So as you know, Trump is on the right, Biden is on the left. They really disagree with each other. Trump completely disagreed with Obama, so everything Obama made, Trump canceled. And now Biden comes in and he's canceling Trump. And this happens every election, okay? Do you understand? Okay, good. So congressional approval means both the Senate and the House of Representatives must agree, and then it can become a law if the president agrees. Does that make sense? Okay.
President Biden is hoping to roll back the Trump administration's policies as quickly as possible. Walk us through what he can and can't implement right away without congressional approval. President Biden is hoping to roll back the Trump administration's policies as quickly as possible. Walk us through what he can and can't implement right away without congressional approval.